Hey everyone, welcome to Comedicine. I'm your host, Dr. Sarah Boston. This is our last episode of season 5. I had so much fun this episode. I want to say a huge thank you to all of our guests who made this season so much fun and so special. And of course, as is now tradition on Comedicine, this is the last episode. It's more of an episode-let. It's a teeny little episode. It is our Kenvitational Compilation, where we are asking, no, we are begging Ken Jeong, Dr. Ken Jeong, please be an episode on Comedicine. Please answer our call. We would love to talk to you. You are still our perfect guest. Here's some of my amazing guests from season 5 inviting you to be a guest on the show. Everyone, thank you so much. We're going to take a little break between season 5 and season 6. We have amazing guests lined up in season 6. Please tell people about Comedicine, rate us, like us, do all the things. We love hearing from you as well. If you have comments, we love to hear them, especially if they're positive. Well, really just if they're positive, let's be honest. Thank you again and enjoy our Kenpilation.
Ken, one professional to another. You are so inspirational to people like myself and people in our profession that it's okay to do that. It's okay to be very serious in medicine, but also not take yourself that seriously as far as being a comedic actor, but taking that seriously and putting that effort into it. So,
Ken Jeong, would you please be so kind as to join Sarah your next podcast?
It's the same question. It's the last question we ask every guest on Comedicine, because our ultimate guest is Dr. Ken Jeong. And so I'm asking you to invite him to be a guest on Comedicine.
I've heard you ask this of guests before, and I was going to Google to see who he is because I think I might be unique, but I'm not altogether sure who he is.
Do you know who Ken Jeong is, Eugene?
No.
He is a physician who left being a physician to become an actor and a comedian. He's pretty famous. He just got a star on Hollywood. He's my dream guest, although...
Okay.
Maybe not. You know, I might give up on him next season because I've heard nothing crickets.
from him.
So I may have to just let it go. But for now, for season 5, still asking Ken. I got close last season. Didn't get it.
Never say never.
Never say never. It would be amazing if we could get him on. I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but you know what? It's okay. I'm going to keep trying. I don't really care. So you're not talking to me anymore. You're not talking to our listeners. Just Ken Jeong. Could you please invite Ken Jeong to come and be a guest on Comedicine?
Certainly. Next time I see him, I'll make sure to mention.
So, Ken, I have to tell you, I know like next to zero about pop culture. I don't watch TV. I don't watch movies, like all of the things. You are my favorite GIF. There's a GIF of him and I use it every single day. And so I would say, even for somebody who has not seen your body of work, who doesn't know who you are, except for you're my GIF guy, like you should come on Sarah's podcast.
Ken, baby, I know you're busy. I know you're hot tamale, but you listen to me. And you listen closely. This podcast will change your goddamn life. You could finally be happy for once in your life, Ken Jeong. Don't throw away this opportunity. This could be the podcast appearance that changes everything.
but to caveat that, going back to the beginning where I said I lost my sense of identity coming out of the military, it is so important, especially for veterinarians, that our identity is more than just being a veterinarian. You have to have at least 3 legs of that stool, right? You have to have 4. If one breaks, the others hold you up. If you have family, if you have your veterinarian, if you have a hobby or maybe your faith or whatever else drives you as a person.
Well, I love that you're putting this out there because this is how it's going to come back to you. I've not met this human, but one never knows who you might run into. I really like this intentional ask because who knows what the future holds?
We can't know.
I think that's neat. I would suspect his career is extremely interesting to you because of that.
Yeah, it is tricky. And I think when you start going into the creative pursuits, like I've had so many people say to me like, oh, so you're not a vet anymore, or do you still do surgery? I'm like, I'm 60% of the time, like I still do surgery. But even the fact that I'm still working 60%, it's almost like it, I don't know. I get the sense people are like, oh, you're just doing the comedy thing. I'm like, well, you can do both. You can. Yeah.
And I think that a lot of veterinarians don't know that. I've got to do this.
Yes.
This is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to work in general practice, or I'm supposed to do surgery. I'm supposed to do this thing. And they don't know that they can look outside of that.
There's so many more dual-minded people. Like there's some famous surgeon who's also a best-selling author. I can't remember this person's name. I feel terrible. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's what we're all about here on Co-Medicine, is like trying to figure these people out and what makes us all tick. And I think it's good. I think having both sides of your brain like that is actually really positive, and trying to work both sides is really positive. But yeah, okay, Ken, we're putting it out there, Ken, into the universe.
Yeah, we're making the offer. We'll see.
Hi, Dr. Ken Jeong. I think you should be on this podcast. You know, like Sarah's so amazing. She's so funny. And if you don't, you might get a bunch of hate messages from all the past guests that have been on this podcast, who's like going to troll you and troll your comment section.
Yeah, a bit aggressive, but I thought maybe I'd try coming in hot and see if that.
Yeah, no, I think we have to try all tactics.
Ken, you're very funny. I don't know if you're still good at medicine, but the only way we can find out is if you come on this podcast with Dr. Sarah Boston, okay? Get your butt out there.
Dr. Ken, my name is Dr. Molly Brinkman, and my pages are called Dr. Molly Says. And Dr. Molly says that you need to be on the Comedicine podcast, and it is very important, and I will be waiting and watching anxiously for you to appear on this podcast very soon.
And also, as you know, being a performer or performing arts, not everybody is that supportive of us. It's it's frivolous. It's, what are you doing? What are you wasting your education for, right?
Yes.
So having permission to do that to Ken Jeong. Okay, Ken, Dr. Jeong, Ken, one professional to another. You are so inspirational to people like myself and people in our profession that it's okay to do that. It's okay to be very serious in medicine, but also not take yourself that seriously as far as being a comedic actor, but taking that seriously and putting that effort into it. So, Dr. Jeong, you are so inspirational to so many of us that if you come on this show and you talk about that and why that's okay to pursue that, you could literally save lives. You could be the one who saves that person mentally and emotionally and lets them pursue the thing that's truly going to make them happy.
That's going to do it, I'm pretty sure. Thank you. That was a great invitation.
Ken, make sure that you polish up your stethoscope and your microphone at the same time, and then we'll see you on Comedicine, okay?
What's the gift?
It's where he's sitting at the desk and leaning backwards, and he's like, it's like a teacher. He's in a teacher's desk.
Okay.
And he says, "I'll allow it." And so "I'll allow it" is like my favorite.
Your go-to.
My favorite gift. It's my go-to.
I hope that Ken hears this. And maybe it'll be the thing. He'll be like, "Oh, I'm the good guy. That's cool." And that wraps up another episode of Co-Medicine. Thank you so much for listening. It is great having you here. If you have been listening to Co-Medicine from the beginning, thank you. If you're new to Co-Medicine, thank you and welcome to our Co-Medicine community. It is wonderful to have you here. I want to just give a shout out to Mark Edwards, who wrote the music for Co-Medicine. He's a comedian, an actor, a musician. He's going to be famous, you guys. And then you'll be like, is that the same Mark Edwards? And I'll be like, yeah. He's my friend, you guys. I know him. And he wrote the song. He's amazing. Also, big shout out to Dustin Bays. Thank you for editing the show and producing it. I appreciate you because I don't know how to do that stuff and I don't want to learn. Yes, it's willful ignorance, I think, at this point, but I'm so glad Dustin is here with me, helping me out with the show. And thank you for being here. If you enjoyed this episode, please like it, share it, do all the things, review it. If you're a sponsor or a potential sponsor, call me. That would be great. If you don't like the show, I don't know why you're still here.